Welcome to the Deep Dive, where we take complex ideas and distill them into powerful insights for you. Today, we're embarking on a journey into a domain far more influential than any physical landscape, the landscape of your own mind. Our guide for this deep dive, a fascinating piece of work titled The Mind Code, Weakness, Balance, and Strength, proposes a profound idea. Your mind isn't merely an observer, it's actively shaping the reality you experience. Think about it. The very same situation can feel like an insurmountable curse to one person and, well, a hidden blessing to another, purely because of what their mind makes of it.
That's right. And the central premise this deep dive uncovers is really a powerful one. Your mind is either your most restrictive prison or your ultimate source of power. We're going to explore the critical distinction, understanding how our mind state, be it weak, balanced, or strong, fundamentally redefines our path, and maybe most importantly, how we can consciously cultivate that strength.
Okay, let's begin by exploring what the mind code describes as the weak mind. The material paints a picture of it like a cracked mirror. Everything gets distorted. How does that typically manifest in our daily lives?
Well, when the mind lacks clarity or discipline or just inner strength, life often feels like a relentless series of problems. It just keeps coming.
Yeah.
A seemingly minor inconvenience can rapidly spiral into a full-blown catastrophe.
Like what? Give us an example.
Imagine for a moment spilling coffee on your shirt just before a crucial meeting. Now, for a weak mind, this isn't simply a small mishap. It's immediate proof that the entire day, maybe even your entire trajectory, is destined for failure.
Right, it feels personal.
Exactly. Or a rejection, whether it's from a job application, a pitch, or even a personal interaction, it can feel like an absolute end. Drains all hope.
Oh, totally.
Even a slight delay in traffic morphs into evidence that the universe itself is personally conspiring against you, holding you back from everything you're trying to achieve. This state arises because a weak mind is often, hijacked by fear, anxiety, and self-doubt. It makes it a reactive follower of emotions rather than their steady commander. It's constantly reacting, rarely leading.
That paints such a vivid picture of just being perpetually reactive. The mind code also gives some striking examples of this state. For instance, if someone offers even mild criticism, you might find yourself collapsing emotionally, feeling like your entire self-worth is shattered, not just momentarily questioned.
Total collapse.
And if a plan doesn't go exactly right, the immediate thought isn't, how can I adjust, but I'm a failure. Letting that single event define your whole identity.
Yeah, that generalization is key.
A minor setback can leave you utterly paralyzed, unable to move forward, just drowning in the perceived defeat. And there's actual science behind this, right? It's not just a feeling.
Precisely.
Yeah,
neuroscience offers some really compelling insights here. Research indicates that chronic stress, which is very often a symptom of a weak mind, caught in this constant loop of fear and reactivity, it can literally shrink the hippocampus.
Shrink it, really.
Yeah. And this is a vital part of the brain responsible for memory, learning, emotional regulation. Basically, the stuff you need to cope.
So wait, the less mental resilience you have, the more you can actually lose the capacity to think clearly and learn effectively from things.
That's what the science suggests. This physiological impact means a weak mind doesn't just feel heavy. It genuinely magnifies small issues into unbearable problems. It keeps you trapped in a perpetual survival mode.
Just constantly on edge.
Exactly. And most critically, through this distorted lens, it convinces you at a really fundamental level that you are powerless to change your circumstances, that this is just how it is.
Wow. Okay, so if a weak mind perceives problems everywhere, what does this deep dive reveal about finding a state of balance? This work describes it as the silent strength most people never master, which suggests it's a pretty significant leap from that initial state.
It really is. When the mind achieves balance, the experience of life shifts quite dramatically. It's no longer this endless series of insurmountable problems, but rather a landscape filled with challenges.
Challenges, not problems.
Okay. They're still difficult, no doubt. They demand effort, focus, but crucially, they're viewed as manageable.
So you don't just shut down.
Right. Instead of that immediate emotional reaction to every bump in the road, a balanced mind accepts difficulties without overreacting. You transition from asking, with that sense of victimhood, why is this happening to me?
Yeah, the why me.
To a far more empowered, solution-focused question. Okay, how can I effectively deal with this?
More agency.
Absolutely. Instead of immediately panicking, you learn to pause, take a breath, recenter yourself. This state isn't about ignoring pain or pretending it doesn't exist. It's about meeting it with a steady, grounded approach, recognizing that, well, adversity is a natural part of growth.
That deeply resonates with what so many ancient wisdom traditions teach. I mean, the pursuit of inner calm amidst life's storms feels like this timeless quest across cultures, doesn't it?
Absolutely. Practices like Buddhism, Stoicism, yoga, they all emphasize balance as a core principle for navigating existence.
Right. Stoicism especially talks about accepting what you can't control.
Exactly. A balanced mind doesn't deny pain or discomfort. It acknowledges it, feels it, but it also refrains from exaggerating its impact. It sees challenges not as these insurmountable barriers, these dead ends, but as stepping stones that can actually help you advance.
Stepping stones.
Psychologists often refer to this as resilience, the capacity to adapt well, sometimes even thrive in the face of trauma, tragedy, or significant stress.
So it's not about having a perfect life with no problems.
Not at all. Resilient individuals aren't avoiding life's inevitable storms. They learn how to navigate the rain, finding strength, and even moments of grace amidst the adversity.
It sounds like achieving balance is a significant triumph in itself. Does the mind code suggest this is the ultimate destination then? Or is there an even deeper stage of mental mastery to strive for?
That's a key point. Indeed, the journey doesn't end with balance. While it's a powerful, powerful improvement over a weak mind, the material makes it very clear that there's a higher level of mental mastery available.
Okay.
A stage where our perception fundamentally transforms yet again.
And this is where the mind code introduces the concept of the strong mind. So if balance helps you manage challenges, what does this ultimate strength allow you to do? How? How does it actually differ from just being balanced?
Well, a strong mind doesn't simply survive problems, nor does it just accept challenges passively. A strong mind actively transforms every single situation into an opportunity.
Transforms, okay, that's a big word.
It is. It's a complete paradigm shift in how one interacts with the world. For a strong mind, failure isn't a reason to surrender. It becomes a valuable chance to learn, refine, innovate.
So data gathering almost.
In a way, yes. Betrayal, though undeniably painful, isn't seen as this crippling blow that defines you, but rather as an opportunity to discover profound inner strength, maybe learn discernment, figure out who truly stands with you.
Turning pain into insight.
Exactly. Poverty, far from leading to despair, often ignites incredible creativity. It forces ingenuity and resourcefulness to emerge because you have to find a way.
Necessity being the mother of invention.
Precisely. And a crisis, instead of being just an overwhelming obstacle, becomes a powerful catalyst to evolve, to grow into someone even greater, more capable, more resilient than you were before. This is where true mastery blossoms.
History really does offer powerful evidence of this mindset, doesn't it? It's not just a nice theory. These are real-life accounts of individuals who embody this incredible strength. Can you share some of those inspiring examples highlighted in the Mind Code?
Oh, the examples are truly illustrative of this principle in action. Think about Nelson Mandela.
Right.
Despite spending 27 years in prison, facing immense pressure, injustice, he didn't break.
Unbelievable.
Instead, he utilized that time, if you think about that, utilized it to cultivate profound inner strength, wisdom, and unwavering spirit. He eventually emerged as the leader who helped end apartheid and unify a nation.
He transformed his prison cell.
He really did. Then there's Thomas Edison. He famously remarked, after thousands of attempts that didn't yield the results he wanted, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work."
I love that quote.
It's brilliant, isn't it? His persistent, opportunity-seeking mindset reframed countless failures into essential steps toward an epoch-making invention, the light bulb.
Just pure persistence fueled by perspective.
Absolutely. And Helen Keller, deaf and blind from infancy. She didn't allow her severe limitations to define her as a victim. Instead, she transformed them into this legacy of inspiration for millions, proving that even the most profound obstacles can be overcome with a truly strong mind.
They mastered rewriting pain into progress.
That's a perfect way to put it, seeing the hidden potential within adversity.
These are incredible stories, more than just inspirational anecdotes, though. You mentioned science earlier. Does science also provide a framework for understanding this ability to turn hardship into actual growth?
Indeed it does. Studies on what's called post-traumatic growth.
Post-traumatic growth, not stress.
Growth. It shows that some individuals, after experiencing extreme hardships, trauma, significant life crises, emerge not broken or diminished, but demonstrably stronger, wiser, sometimes even more fulfilled than they were before.
Wow. Stronger after trauma.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It isn't merely about bouncing back to where you were. It's about bouncing forward into a new, elevated state of being.
Bouncing forward.
And this phenomenon isn't random luck. It's really a testament to the transformative power of a cultivated mindset. It highlights the incredible capacity of the human mind to find meaning and growth even in the most challenging circumstances imaginable.
Okay, so now the mind code brings it all together with what feels like a truly profound revelation. Your mind doesn't just interpret reality, it actively shapes it. What does this mean for us on a fundamental level?
Well, it raises a really important question for all of us, doesn't it? If your mind remains weak, life can become this unbearable struggle against what feels like an unyielding, hostile world.
Yeah, that feeling of being cursed.
Right. If it's balanced, life becomes tolerable, a series of challenges that can be managed with some grace. But if it's strong, life can become truly limitless, full of opportunities waiting to be seized, even created.
Limitless.
The profound implication here is that the difference between misery and mastery, between a life of perpetual struggle and one of profound fulfillment, isn't primarily external. It's not about getting the perfect circumstances.
It's internal.
It is entirely internal. It's about the lens through which you perceive and interact with the world around you.
And you mentioned this idea extends beyond philosophy and ancient wisdom, finding intriguing parallels even in modern science. That sounds wild.
It does sound a bit wild, but yeah. The observer effect in quantum physics, for example. Now, we have to be careful not to overstate this. It's complex science.
Sure.
But it suggests that the very act of observing can influence the behavior of subatomic particles.
Okay.
While it's a complex scientific realm, it offers a powerful metaphor for how our internal frame of mind fundamentally shifts the reality we experience and perceive.
Ah, okay. A metaphor.
Yes. Spiritual masters, ancient philosophers, and even some cutting-edge scientists looking from their distinct perspectives often arrive at this same powerful conclusion. The strength of your mind doesn't just affect your attitude. It profoundly determines the actual shape and texture of your world. Your internal state literally molds your external experience.
That's huge. Okay, the good news in all this, I hope, is that mental strength isn't something you're just inherently born with, right?
Absolutely not. That's the empowering part.
Like any muscle, it's something you can build with consistent discipline, focused effort, and deliberate practice. And this work, the mind code, provides some incredibly practical ways to do this, translating these, grand concepts into daily actionable steps.
Yes, and these are truly actionable steps that anyone can begin implementing, really starting today, to rewire their mental framework.
Okay, let's hear them. What can we do?
All right, first, voluntary discomfort.
Voluntary discomfort sounds uncomfortable.
It is. That's the point. This involves intentionally stepping into discomfort. Things like taking cold showers, maybe engaging in intermittent fasting, or pushing yourself through intense physical training.
Why would you do that?
Because by choosing these experiences, you proactively train your mind not to fear discomfort when it arrives unexpectedly, involuntarily. You teach yourself, I can handle this, I can endure. You build resilience by choosing the hard thing.
Okay, I get it. Building calluses on the mind.
That's a good way to think about it. Second, mindfulness and meditation.
We hear a lot about this one.
And for good reason. Even just 10 minutes a day can begin to rewire your brain. Consistent practice has been shown to significantly reduce anxiety, increase emotional control, and enhance your ability to stay present and calm amidst chaos.
Just 10 minutes. Seems manageable.
It really is. Third, reframing problems.
We touched on this with the balanced mind.
Exactly. This is a conscious, deliberate shift in perspective. Instead of habitually asking, why is this happening to me?
Yeah.
That question that often leads straight to victimhood.
Right.
You train yourself to ask, what is this teaching me? Or what opportunity is hidden here? This immediately shifts your focus from blame to learning, from stagnation to potential growth.
Powerful shift. Okay, what's next?
Fourth, eliminate mental junk.
Mental junk food.
Precisely. Just as your body weakens with actual junk food, your mind weakens with toxic input. This means actively cutting out things like relentlessly negative media, gossip, overly critical social circles, environments that consistently drain your energy and foster negativity.
So curating your mental diet.
You have to.
Yeah.
Actively protect your mental space. Fifth, daily gratitude.
Another one that sounds simple, but does it really work?
The research says yes. Practicing gratitude every day literally rewires your brain. By consistently focusing on what you are thankful for, even small things, you shift your neural pathways to focus on opportunities and solutions, rather than dwelling on problems or perceived shortcomings. It changes your default setting.
Interesting. Okay, one more.
Yes, and it's a big one. Having a purpose-driven life.
Your why.
Exactly. Having a strong why, a clear, compelling purpose that motivates you, allows you to endure almost any how. It provides this profound source of inner resilience, direction, and drive. It makes hardships more tolerable because they serve a greater goal you deeply care about.
Many of these steps sound simple on paper, but, in practice, things like voluntary discomfort can feel incredibly daunting. Does the Mind Code offer advice for overcoming that initial resistance, for actually starting?
Yeah, it emphasizes that consistency, not necessarily intensity, is the key. Start small.
Don't try to boil the ocean.
Exactly. 5 minutes of mindfulness, not an hour. One slightly colder shower, not an ice bath right away.
Yeah.
The goal isn't immediate mastery. It's building a consistent habit that, over time, carves new neural pathways.
Little by little.
It's about showing up for yourself, even, maybe especially, when you don't feel like it, and celebrating the tiny victories of choosing discipline over your default reactions. That builds momentum.
These aren't just abstract ideas, then. These are daily practices that, when you consistently apply them, can literally transform how you navigate your world, turning perceived weaknesses into powerful assets over time. So, as we wrap up this deep dive, it feels like the core message is that every day, life presents us with the same test, doesn't it? Some see problems, some see challenges.
A few rare ones, those with strong minds, see opportunities in every turn.
Yeah.
And the truth this deep dive reveals is both profound and ultimately very liberating. The world isn't inherently against you. Your perception of it, which is shaped by your mind, that's the filter.
So the battle is internal.
Entirely. The greatest secret is that you hold the power to decide whether life is a prison that restricts you, a puzzle that engages you, or maybe even a playground where you can explore and thrive limitlessly.
Weakness, balance, strength.
They are not conditions life forces on you. They are fundamental choices you make, moment by moment, with your mind. You get to choose.
What stands out to you from today's deep dive? The question for you, our listener, to ponder as you go about your day is, which mind will you choose to cultivate today?